Hello and welcome to my classroom. My name is Teacher Danielle and today we're going to talk about trials, both at VIPKID and Zebra English. I want to compare them for you. I want you to understand what a trial is because in the beginning of your teaching career, especially at Zebra, you're going to get trials. In my experience, which I know is very different than other teachers, at VIPKID, when I signed my contract and opened my slots, I was completely booked with trials. I barely had any regular students, and I picked up some tips and tricks that I would like to share with you. One of the things I did yesterday was watch a whole bunch of workshops, and I got this idea, and I wish I would have learned it 2 months ago when I started, but I made 2 posters. Basically, one's backwards because at Zebra, they have a mirror system. So if you write anything, you have to write it backwards. But they're exactly the same. So one I will use for VIP and one I will use for Zebra. But when you open that camera and you say, hello, I used to start out, my name is Teacher Danielle. What is your name? And I think a lot of teachers start out like that. But now I start out, what is your name? And that helps to see, one, if they can understand me and answer me, and it helps me figure out where they are level-wise. Some of the students don't understand that at all, and their parents are over there. My name is. So they would tell me their name, and then I would say, hello, my name is Teacher Danielle. I like ice cream. Do you like ice cream? Yes or no? And you can use pictures about yourself to build rapport with your students. I have a student who loves pizza, so we've built a rapport because we both love pizza, and I use pizza as one of my rewards for her at VIPKID. So the biggest difference between trials at VIPKID and Zebra English is that at VIPKID, these students are brand new. In my experience, I'm going to say that a lot because I don't know what other people's experiences are. In my experience, most of my students that have been trials are very low-level English learners. They repeat a lot. They don't really understand you, and they need a lot of parental guidance. So every one of my trials, the parents have been off screen. I can kind of like see them peeking over sometimes and I say, hi, Mom. Or they sometimes sit next to them, and other times they're just off screen and you can hear them. Like when you see the student like looking at you like this, or like the student will look off because they're looking at their mom to figure out what you're saying to them, which is totally fine and is expected because they're new and they don't understand what you're saying. It's like if you took a Chinese class and you're like, what are you saying? There are static trials at VIPKID. So there's level 1 trials, level 2 trials, level 3. If you would go in and learn them, once you know them, you know. So if they send you to a level 4 trial and you know it, you're good to teach it. I have taught mostly level 1s, which is the very, very beginners. Typically the kids are 3-ish to 7, but their levels, again, are very low. And the trial is apple, ball, and banana. So it is a lot of like, what is this? Apple. I see an apple. A lot of repeating. There is an interactive level 1 trial, which is way more fun because you get to like pop bubbles and do things. If you get the regular level 1 trial, it's sometimes torture if the kid doesn't want to repeat you because it's like they have to say it to get to the next slide. I see a banana. Oh, good job. So it is a lot of repeating the same thing and using a lot of excitement. I like my props because sometimes if they're like not engaged, I can like break them apart and I'm like, oh, 2 apples. Oh no, where did apple go? I actually never have dropped the apple before, but that is what I would do if I dropped the apple. I can do the same thing for my ball. These are from Target. They were $3. There's also like a grape and a watermelon and a cantaloupe and a potato, but we don't need those. And this is just a ball that I stole from my kids. It is a blue ball, and the lesson does have colored or striped ball too. but I just used my blue ball. So it's a lot of repeating at VIP Kid. I see a yellow banana. I see a blue ball. But it's building that sentence structure for the kids. If they are very, very, very low and they have trouble repeating, I just say, I see an, and they say apple. At Zebra, the trials are all different because at Zebra, they come from an app. So they're already students and they're already learning, and you're just helping them. There are some times that they come and they don't know the words, and that's fine. But a lot of the times they come and they know the material and you're just helping. So you can really scaffold to them, and every trial is different. So when I signed my contract and booked my classes, I had 6 classes right away and everyone was different. And I was like, oh, why are the trials all different? And then I realized because this is what they're already learning and this is the level that they're actually at, which is really, really helpful. They're also already students, so if they decide to become a regular student of yours or sign up for the program, there is no bonus like there is at VIP. VIP, you got $5, but Zebra, you get the bonus of those kids possibly booking you for a very long time. Because at Zebra, they like consistent schedules, so they'll book you at the same time for multiple weeks out. Where at VIP Kid, if your trial signs up, you get a $5 bonus. That's great. Sometimes they sign up to be your student, and then I've had multiple trials that they book other teachers, and that's just kind of how it works. They kind of play around and they figure out which teachers they really like, what their schedule looks like. Some of our schedules haven't meshed, and that's why they go to other teachers, and some just disappear and you're like, wait, where did they go? So the other things that I love to use, and I showed this on my first video, are my emoji faces. I typically start with the question, are you happy or sad? If they don't understand that question, then I drop sad and say, are you happy? And they'll say, happy. And then you can say, I am happy, and have them repeat. Older children that come, especially at Zebra, you can say, how are you today? And they can say, I am happy. And then I always say, I am happy to see you today. Are you ready? And then they say, ready. The other props that I use are character props for both companies. This is Zach for Zebra English. These are the main characters for VIP Kid. This is Meg, Mike, and Dino. And Meg and Mike show up in every level 1. So when they sign up, they'll go to level 1, and it's they travel to different places. So it's Meg and Mike in China, Meg and Mike in France, Meg and Mike in Mongolia. So it's really great if you introduce them to Meg and Mike, because then when they take their first level 1 class and their teacher says, look, Meg, they can have some frame of reference like, oh, I've seen her before. If you have questions about trials, you can comment them below and I will try to answer them the best that I can. I don't consider myself a trial expert, but I had a lot of trials at VIP Kid in my first month or 2. So if you have an apple, banana, ball trial question, I can probably answer it. Trials are just great ways to get students. You need a lot of energy, but that's part of the job. If we're working with 3, 4, 5, 6-year-olds, I think we should have some energy anyway. And if you are looking to start at VIP Kid or Zebra English and you need someone to help you through that process, I highly suggest having a teacher to help you through so that you pass the first time and you don't have to do multiple demos or sign up again if you didn't pass the demos. My links are below, and then get in contact with me and I will help you through it. Goodbye.